There are 25 active cases of coronavirus in Victoria. There have been 2 new likely acquired cases notified to the department in the last 24 hours. Both are household primary contacts, close contacts of previously confirmed cases linked to the Holiday Inn. There are also 2 new cases in hotel quarantine. That is, those 2 new return traveller cases tucked away in hotel quarantine. 23,950 test results received over the last 24 hours. That's a really strong number, and again we thank everyone who went and got tested, and again confirm for every Victorian it is literally the most important thing you can do. If you've got any symptoms at all, please go and get tested, and please do that as fast as you possibly can. In terms of those 2 new cases, they are linked to the community ones. They are linked to the Holiday Inn and that private dining event at 426 Sydney Road, Coburg. They've been isolating, they've been at home, they've done the right thing. They're not unexpected positives, although I will make it clear they did test negative some days ago. So they've been isolating, and as a result there's no further exposure sites, there's no further risk, if you like, beyond them as close contacts. We wish them well, of course, in dealing with the virus, but they are family members of known cases, and I just, again, to confirm, they have been isolating at home as we had asked them to do. There'll be further interviews just to double and triple confirm all of those things, but that's the advice that we have. We are retesting all the attendees of that private dining event, and we will update you in terms of results of those tests as they come to hand. As I said, the 2 new cases today did return negative tests several days ago, so it's just again proof positive that you do need to take that time. You do need to recognise that the virus, whilst it's fast to infect and is moving rapidly, it sometimes takes a while before people will develop symptoms and return a positive swab. Beyond that, and I don't want to be celebrating the fact that we have additional cases. You'd always prefer no new cases, but it is fair to say that with just 2 contained additional community cases today, this strategy is working. We are well placed to be able to make changes tomorrow night. As I said yesterday, I'm not in a position to definitively commit to that because these next 24 hours will of course be crucial. However, with a relatively small number of new cases, the excellent work that our contact tracing teams have done, the work of lab technicians and so many other people, we are very well placed. But we won't know, and we won't be able to make a final call on that until sometime tomorrow, and as we've done on numerous occasions, we will wait as long as we can, still trying to give people as much notice as possible, but we'll wait as long as we can in order to have as much data as possible to make that important judgment. Beyond that, before I throw to Jerome just to speak to a bit more details around testing and things of that nature, I do want to make very clear that a senior group of officials endorsed by Cabinet, we are actively pursuing and examining the construction of a purpose-built quarantine centre, a centre that would serve to replace in at least significant measure, maybe not entirely, but in significant part, the work of inner-city hotels. This will be based in large part on the Howard Springs model, so people will be in the same location but they would not be sharing the same spaces, so they're not under the same roof line. It would be a cabin-style, village-style environment where there would be fresh air, where there would be not zero risk but lower risk. That work is ongoing, and as a feature of that work there'll be a delegation of senior officials travel to the Northern Territory as soon as is practicable to go and see firsthand how the Howard Springs facility is set up. In talking with some interstate colleagues overnight, I think that there is a compelling argument for this, not just in Melbourne, not just in the Northern Territory. I know the Queensland Government are working in partnership with the Commonwealth around a facility of similar structure. The 2 obvious candidates, Avalon Airport, you've got space and you've got an international terminal, and of course Melbourne Airport as well. We will pursue both of those, do that work. It's well and truly underway, and we will report progress as that happens. But I think we do have to have a proper conversation at a national cabinet level about what we can do, what further can we do to reduce the risk, particularly in light of this UK strain and all that we know about that. So when we have more to say about that work, then obviously we'll make announcements. But that's our intention. It's more than just scoping it. We are going to get on and build a facility. It's just a matter of exactly how big it is and the more precise details of where. But Avalon and Melbourne airports are standout candidates, and I'm very grateful to them for the partnership and the work that they've already done with us. We'll update as and when we need to.